Welcome to our few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos, we have the privilege of reading Parshas Balak. Now, at the end of last week's Sedra, the Jewish people asked permission in a nice way from the lands of Sichon and Og to pass through the land. The kings did not even give them the courtesy of buying from them all the food they would eat or the water they would use. They promised not to go to the right nor to the left. Didn't help. Not only didn't they allow them to go through the land, they actually forced them to fight a war. They attacked them with their armies in the hope that they would destroy them. After all, the Jewish people are not a fighting people at that time. They didn't have great armies. The victory over Amalek was a miracle, a nace victory. It's not the kind of thing that the Jewish people are able to pull off all the time, and yet Hashem fought for them, and they were victorious. And now, Balak and Bilam get together because they realize using force against the Jewish people is not going to work. You're not going to be able to win that way because the Jewish people are having a connection with the divine, with Hashem. And as long as the God is protecting them, they're not going to be vulnerable and capable of being destroyed. So the plan is to curse them and bring them down to the level where they don't have this divine protection. And all the different machinations that both Bilam and Balak prepare in order to get the Jewish people cursed, legendary. The donkey himself speaks up and lets Bilam know what a fool he is. Ultimately, Bilam blesses the Jewish people. But at the end of the Sedra, he does something which does cause about the death of many thousands, many more thousands than were killed because of the sin of the golden calf, because of the Egel Hazor, many more thousands, 8 times as many people. And yet, the Jews became vulnerable, but only for one reason. Not because of the power of another army, and not because of the curse of a so-called prophet, but because of their reduction of their moral values, because the Jews succumbed to the nature of the non-Jewish values and morals that were at that time. The only thing that can bring about the destruction of the Jewish people, it's not an army, no matter how powerful Sichon and Og are. And it's not a curse, no matter how many words, no matter how many diplomatic pouches are sent and words are spoken. None of that is going to do the Jewish people in. But the lack of moral values, lack of Torah moral values, because there are no other moral values. Everything else is subject to, whim and change and caprice. There's no immutability, no ultimate purity, tahara. There's only tumah, but there's no tahara. And therefore, the only way the Jewish people are going to become vulnerable is if they allow themselves to be swept along with the moral values of the nations at large, which are very, very low and can destroy the Jewish people. And that's what Bilam was out to do, destroy the Jewish people. And the only way we can allow that to happen is if we lose our moral compass of being loyal to the teachings of Hashem, which are the only true morality on earth, because they are based on the principles of the divine. So this Parsha has that very powerful idea of the way the Jewish people are going to survive. Henam levadad yishkon, as Bilam himself said, this is a nation that lives alone. Not only does it live alone, its morals are alone. And that's the only way that we can live, by being loyal to those morals. That seems to be the basic and great message of this powerful Sedra. And in the world of unfortunate moral turpitude that we live in, that's the only anchor that is going to save the Jewish people in the future. I want to wish everyone a wonderful Shabbat Shalom. Wish everyone only the best. And in Yetz Hashem, we should hear good news and celebrate good things together even on a fast day comes, and even though we're going to be fasting this Sunday, nevertheless, if we maintain our moral rectitude, the Jewish people are going to be okay. Shabbat Shalom u'mevarach.